Makwela munada. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Nari no le mareten. Okachala linna okalo ke kauntala. Nari no le mareten.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Kabamba Farms. My name is Alexander. Today I want to take you on a journey into our farm, where we are, what we've learned, and why animal farming is more than just raising animals. It's building a future. Whether you are farming already or you are thinking about doing it, this video will give you insight, motivation, and a real look into the business side of it all. At Kabamba Farms, we are proud of the variety of animals we are raising. Each species plays a unique role in our ecosystem and our income model. Let me walk you through them all. Let me start with cattle. We raise two types of breed that we are specialized in here at Kabamba Farms: the Boran and the Bonsmara breed. These are hard, high-quality beef cattle, great for Zambia's environment. We are focusing on a long-term investment here. Cattle take time, but once you grow your head, the rewards are great. Bonsmara is a South African breed developed for a high-quality performance on natural grazing. So why do experienced farmers love Bonsmara? Bonsmara has a fast growth and high winning weights. Bonsmara calves grow quickly and win at a heavier weight, perfectly for the beef market. They also have a great temperament. They are calm and easy to handle. That's important, especially if you are new to cattle farming. They have excellent meat quality. Bonsmara beef has a good meat to bone ratio, tender texture and consistent marbling, great for commercial and restaurant buyers. They also have a highly fertile. They have short curving intervals and strong reproductive performance, helping your head grow faster. Bonsmara are a perfect match for Zambia because of their pasture grazing. These cattle thrive on Zambia's natural grass. With rotational grazing and basic pasture management, they stay healthy and productive. Whether it is the heat of the southern province or the rains in central Zambia, this breed adapts quickly, resists disease, and require less veterinary input. Zambia's growth market. Zambia has a strong demand for beef, both locally and regionally. This beef gives better returns per animal, making your cattle business more sustainable. This breed of the Bonsmara has a very good export potential, with countries like Democratic Republic of Congo, Angola, and even Namibia seeking quality beef. You can expand into regional trade, especially with the right breed genetics. This is why when you look at the cattle, there is a long-term investment potential. At Kabamba Farms, we believe in slow and steady growth. Buying a good Bonsmara heifer might seem costly today, but think long-term. From 1 cattle to 10 cattle in 5 years. With good management, 1 cow can give you a calf every year. In 5 years, your head could multiply 5-fold. Are you considering cattle farming in Zambia or Southern Africa? We explore the 2 of the best beef breeds for our climate and the market: Boran and the Bonsmara cattle. At Kabamba Farms, we see firsthand how these breeds thrive on pasture adapt well to Zambia's environment and offer excellent long-term investment potential. Whether you are a beginner or experienced farmer, think about this inspirational of this video and the confidence of how you can build your beef. If you are thinking about the cattle farming or already raising cattle and want to upgrade your herds, this video is for you. We are diving into two of these Africa's most profitable, climate resilient and high yielding beef cattle, the Boran and the Bonsmara beef animals. The question most farmers would ask, what makes this breed special? There are benefits for beef production. Why are they the perfect for Zambia's climate? And how they can be powerful long-term investment. The Boran cattle breeds originally from Kenya, developed by the Borana pastorist. What makes the Boran so powerful in beef farming? Some of these questions have always been answered because of how the Boran always survive on a dry climate. You know, in a drought, they can still feed on the dry grass with very little supplemental. The goal is to build slowly, wisely, and sustainably. At Kabamba Farms, we are here to walk this journey with you. And remember, those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. That's Psalms 126 verse 5. Let's invest in what feeds the nation and builds generational wealth. Thank you for watching. This video inspired you or taught you something new? Give it a thumb up, subscribe to Kabamba Farms, and share it with a fellow farmer. Leave a comment below. Are you raising Boran or Bonsmara? What's your experience? Let's keep farming and keep growing and believing that farming is a new normal. We can build our generation and change the narratives of farming. These animals are so good that you can always look at your long-term investment even when they're just walking in the field, and you can tell that you can sell these mature bulls, steers, or even winners for meat, and even consistently while preserving your core breeding stock. Let's look at the head value and the appreciations. This good breed gains value with age. A mature fertile cow or bull can fetch a high price when sold or used for breeding. Farming isn't a quick scheme, you know. It's a journey of faith, patience, and persistence. If you are starting small, that's okay. Even one Boran or one Bonsmara cow is a step in the right direction. What we've learned so far in our journey is that farming is not just animals, it's about people too. Here are some of the lessons we've learned so far. The importance of good employees. Your farm workers are your greatest asset. We've learned to invest in their training, respect their efforts, and build a strong team spirit. Daily consistency is key. Animal needs daily care. There are no shortcuts. It's a 365 days a year job. That means record keeping is a must. Keeping track of your vaccination, births, sales, and feed consumption helps us manage our growth and avoid losses. Biosecurity and hygiene. We've experienced firsthand how diseases can spread if you are not careful. Cleanliness and routine checks save animals and money. Now, I'll look at the business side of the farming. Farming is a business, and if treated that way, it will reward you. Start small, grow smart. You don't need 50 cows to start. Start with 2 or 3 animals and build from there. Diversify your income. We make money from meat, eggs, the breed stock, and even manure for crops. Understand your market. Know what sells in your area and what is in demand. For example, goat meat is a delicacy and sells fast. Export potential. We are exploring goat export to the DRC. There is a huge untapped potential here. Then we have the long-term investment, which is more in our cattle, and then our short-term returns, which is more on our on our pigs and the eggs. Pigs and chickens are quicker returns. Cattle like our Boran and the Bonsmara heads are long-term wealth builders. Somebody might be asking a question, why should I start farming? Farming is not just a job. It's a calling. It gives you independence, feeds your family, and contributes to the nation's food security. You don't need a lot of land. Start with what you have. You don't need to be an expert. Learn as you go. Farming teaches you patience, discipline, and how to create value. I want to encourage my friends out there, my local farmers in Zambia, and my brothers and sisters out there in the diaspora. You can do it too. Kabamba Farms didn't start with much. We are still growing, but what we have is a vision, consistency, and faith. Start with 2 goats, 5 chickens, or 1 cow. Keep learning. Watch videos. Visit other farms. Ask questions. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Start now. You may not see results immediately, but with time, it adds up. As the Bible says in Galatians 6 verse 9, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Farming is truly an act of faith. You sow, you wait, you water, and then God brings the increase. Stay committed and trust the process. Thank you for joining us to this journey. If you've been inspired or learned something today, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. We would love to hear about your farming journey. Kabamba Farms started as a thought, and I know there's somebody out there who's thinking, wow, look at those beautiful animals. I wish I could do it. That's how I started. I was sitting somewhere, looking at all these YouTubers, showcasing what they've done, why they quit their jobs. And I was scared. Should I quit my job? But when you have that passion or you want to do it, it starts with a thought. As long as you're thinking about it, you've already started. Just put it in practice. 1 cow at a time. 1 small piece of land in the backyard, or 1 small piece of land with 2 hectares of crops, or is it spices, chili, or anything that you can start with. And then you start growing from those inspirations that comes at a time. You buy 1 goat with proper feeding, you invest the little money you get here and there, and tomorrow you look back years later, you've got thousands of cattle. Even the biggest farmer today, he started somewhere. He started small. So let's grow together as people who can change the narrative. Farming is changed. People now are doing what they never thought they could do, because back in the day, everybody thought farming was for the retired ones. Let's change the narrative together. Let's grow and then build the security in food. Africa has got a huge land, untapped land, and we can change it. Let's all think about investing back home. Just imagine if I'm doing it remotely and things are being done. I know there's somebody out there who's got some money sitting. Start somewhere. buy a little land and start investing slowly, slow by slow, 1 cow at a time. Tomorrow you're going to find that you've got plenty. You know, this beef gives a very good meat, you know, and there's a lot of demand. The demand does not saturate. We can sell pigs today, goats, cows. There is somebody somewhere, even for export, especially now in Zambia. If you look back, there is even this, actually it's not only in Zambia, the AGOA opportunity, which is the African growth opportunity for export. You can export beef in the USA, or any agriculture stuff rather in the USA. All you pay for is freight. That program, people are using it as an opportunity to expand. So you know, with vast land that we have in Africa, we can grow our animals and export. So there's a lot of potential. You know, in the Middle East, they eat a lot of goat and sheep. So our small head we have at Kabamba Farms is a sheep. We are expanding our sheep now. We just started with few. We keep buying it. Our plan is for that Middle East export in places like Saudi Arabia and Dubai. They always buy goat. They love goat meat and sheep, you know. And this is one of the delicacy that is also growing in Zambia. You know, we have a lot of Islamic people that loves during their events. They love goat meat and sheep. So that could be another investment that you can think of. You know, you buy small goats, you know, start small and start expanding the number. We are doing 2 types of goats at Kabamba Farms. We are doing the local goats and then the Boer goats from South Africa. Those Boer goats is for making sure that every farmer, local farmers, can now buy from us. This was something that we were inspired by watching some of our YouTuber friends, you know, from Uganda and Ghana, who are importing these goats from South Africa, and we were inspired too, and we got into that as well. So we've been doing all those things, you know. And then our cows, we buy a lot of heifers, the female ones, with a plan of artificial insemination, which helps, you know, to have the cows be pregnant at the same time, and then they give birth. We plan to the time that they're giving birth, we have a lot of pasture for feeding, because our animals, most of them, they feed on pasture grazing, and on during the dry season, then we supplement. So this helps us also to cut costs on feeding on our cattle. The only animals that we buy stock feed mostly is the pigs, but we try to plant corn and then make our own stock feed, because these ones needs to be fed throughout. They don't go out in the pasture. But at least with our cows, you know, only in the dry season we'll feed them, you know, sunflower cake or haze, you know, and all that. So this is such a business that, you know, it requires a lot of patience. It's not a get quick money, you know. So that's where we are with Kabamba Farms. We've built this investment 1 cow at a time, you know. So this is an encouragement. This is a movement that I talked about, you know. Farming as of today is changing. It's not for the old folks who retired after working somewhere. I remember back in the day, our president Kaunda used to give land. There was a theme that came of going back to the land. I'm a son of a miner. My father worked in the mines, and when he retired from the mines in the early 90s, I remember that time people were buying land, going back to the land, to the village. My father was given some hectares of land in the northern sector of Zambia to go and land and farm. But things are changing now. Anybody can start farming. You don't have to wait until you retire. buy a small piece of land, invest in some people that can work and create jobs. There's a lot of people out there, kids looking for employment. So if you are able to empower somebody by buying land and let people start working for you, that's job creation. At the same time, you're creating that generational wealth in your family. So that's where Kabamba Farms has been. The numbers don't lie. Once you're growing your numbers, you can look back and say, wow, I started somewhere, look where I am. Biosecurity for your animals is very important to make sure that your animals stay healthy, especially animals like pigs, because pigs are always in a big number. They require vaccination, so that they can stay healthy. So those things are very important. They need to drink water. You need to feed them proper meals to grow, because the bigger the weight, the more money you have, and then they multiply fast. Especially with our specialization of large whites. Large whites, they are good pigs that can give you the average of 14 to almost 20 piglets in one pregnancy. So you can imagine if you have 80 pigs as mothers, like we have right now, we have 80 mothers that we are breeding. Now, if you multiply, let's say, those pigs, one gives you 10 piglets or 14 piglets times 80. You're looking at over 800 pigs. As I'm talking today on this video, we have over 28 pigs that are pregnant within the next, actually they've even started giving birth. So this is what we're looking at. So if you've been inspired and you want to share this video, we really appreciate you watching this. This is Kabamba Farms, and thank you for watching. Stay with us and stay tuned. Look up for the next video where we're going to showcase more of what we're doing and where we are. Subscribe and share this video to somebody out there who would love to learn. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. This is Kabamba Farms. We would love to hear from you. Keep watching. And God bless you all. Thank you.